it's Nicole here, and I'm answering another one of your questions. So thank you for coming back. Today's learning video, I just wanted to talk about, I suppose, the differences in English around the world. So as you know, there's American English, British English, Canadian English, Australian English, New Zealand English, many different types of English. And then obviously you've got the English of non-native speakers, of people who speak English as a second or a third language. And in all of these situations, people pronounce things differently, but also use different words for the same things. And one of the best examples is, I suppose, the British English versus the American English, or the Australian English, I suppose. I'm from Australia, versus the American English, because we use different words for the same things. An example might be that we say autumn, whereas in America they say fall. Did you know that? Or, we might say a lawyer or a barrister, whereas in the US they say an attorney. We say taxi, they say cab. Or we say chips and they say fries. We call it a car park. In America they call it a parking lot. Or, oh gosh, what else? For a baby, we say it's a dummy that they put in their mouth, whereas they call it a pacifier over in the US. Or we call them nappies, and they call them, oh gosh, wait a minute, what do they call them? Nappies are diapers. We say handbag, they call it a purse. We call it holiday, which is the best word. They say vacation. Then we've got lift versus elevator, or we've got jelly versus jello, or even a flat versus an apartment or a unit. Chips versus crisps. Or, there's so many. You've got like a bonnet of a car or a hood. You've got anti-clockwise and counterclockwise. So there's so many words that mean the same thing, but because of the location of that English speaker in the world, whether they're in America or Canada or Australia or New Zealand or Britain, they use a different word, and that's really exciting, actually. Yeah, I find it exciting. In the UK, they say lorry, whereas we in Australia call it a truck. Or, we say petrol that you put in the car. In America, they call it gasoline. We call it post, they call it mail. Or, we say it's a public toilet. They call it a restroom in America. We call it a queue, where you're in a long queue waiting for someone. In America, they call it a line. What else? We've got a shop versus a store. So there's so many different ideas, different words, where I suppose the Americans use a different word. So have a think about it. The words that you use, are they primarily American English, Australian English, British English, Canadian English? What are they? Because when we speak, but more importantly when we write, we have to be consistent. We can't use in one sentence an American English word followed by an Australian English word followed by a British English word. We have to be consistent, especially when we write. So have a think about it. Which words do you use? Which English has influenced you? If you had an American English teacher, then obviously most of the words that you have learned are American English or are influenced by the US. If your teacher was British English, used British English all the time, then you're using more of those words. If I was your teacher, I'm Australian, so you might use more of the Australian version of those words, which a lot of the time is very similar or almost identical to British English. So have a look. Think about it when you speak or when you see some new words. Think about it. Is this British English? Is this American English? Is this Australian? And really think about what you use or what you'd like to use. But anyway, there's a fun video answering your question about the differences in English and yeah, allowing you to open your eyes to whether you primarily use Australian, British or American English. Have a great day and thanks for listening. Bye.